everyone? Oh, come on, you can do better than that. That were rubbish. Good evening, everyone! Oh, my goodness me, am I excited tonight? Are you excited? I can't hear you. Are you excited? Yes, you are. Okay, well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Leadership Elections Results 2018! Yes. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Amy Forrest. Hello. Hello. And I am an actress. You may have, I know it sounds exciting, doesn't it? It's really not. No, it is. It really is. So I'm actually originally from Yorkshire. Woo! I've moved to Manchester now. I know. I've moved to Manchester now, and I was in things like Emmerdale. Twice, a few boos. I don't know why that happened. And also the Syndicate. Yes. I am also the Vice Chair of the LGBT Committee for Equity. There you go. I bet you never expected that, did you? All right then. So, just to let you guys know that all of this is going to be live. Give me an ooh. So you can give a wave because we're all live right now. So tonight's proceedings, we will be on Twitter. We'll be on Facebook. Oh, that was a bit better. Yeah, Facebook's a bit better than Twitter. Instagram. And Snapchat. Oh, that's the most popular one, I think. Okay, so the hashtags, if you don't already know, are LBSU elects. Hashtag. And, oh, you're being very quiet. You're being very observant. That's lovely, isn't it? And hashtag meet your leaders. Okay, and also you can find us on at Leeds Beckett SU and all the main platforms. So all of the results will be live. I know, it's not that scary. Okay, very exciting stuff. Right, okay, before we do start, we're going to go through some housekeeping, okay? So there's no planned fire alarms. So if you do hear a sound, do please make your way to the exits to the left and the right of the stage. If you need to speak to a member of staff, also look out for somebody with a bright green lanyard. Okay? And at any point in the evening, if you fancy just chilling out, going into a little quiet zone, we do have a designated safe space in the living room just above the bar. Lovely. So, you want to know all about the facts and figures of the elections, okay? So, 41 of you put your name in the hat to run for elections. Big round of applause. Now, so depending how you look at it, so you spent 32 hours on 1,920 minutes or 115,200 seconds campaigning and voting. Brilliant stuff. So 3,215 of you went to the polls to cast your vote. All 24,441 of them. Amazing work, guys. Amazing stuff. So to all of you candidates who have campaigned so hard this week, and to the campaign teams who have been supporting them, and to the students who took the time to cast their votes, thank you. Big round of applause. Now sit back, relax, enjoy yourselves, and let's get on with the results. Okay, so to announce the first set of the results for school representatives, I would like to invite the current school rep for Cultural Studies and Humanities is Lizzie Cartwright.
Well, thank you. Can everybody hear me okay? Oh, no? Who said no? Okay. Good evening, everybody. I will now announce the results of the election for school representative, built environment and engineering. So, in the first round, the votes were as follows. Chris received 31 votes. Reopen nominations received 8 votes. In this election, 39 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 19.5 votes. I therefore declare Chris Dixon duly elected School Representative, Built Environment and Engineering. Chris, if you'd like to come up and make your winner speech. Are you here?
24-karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Pop, it's showtime.
Okay. Nobody here, right, okay. So,
Are they not here?
Apparently not. There's nobody approaching the
Okay,
stage.
we'll carry on. Give them a round of applause anyway. They can see it online.
Okay, so next is school representative for School of Business. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Jack received 90 votes. Reopen nominations received 15 votes. In this election, 105 votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 52.5 votes. I therefore declare Jack Smith duly elected School Representative, Business. Would you like to come up and make your winner speech? Yes, we have a person.
Oh, here he is.
Thank you very much. Running against reopen nominations, it was a very stressful week. But anyway, thank you very much for all of those of you who gave me some advice and tips running into the campaign week. Thank you very much to Tom Fish from the SU for encouraging me to run. I really look forward to working with some of you guys next year. Thank you very much.
Cool. So, next up, School Representative, Clinical and Applied Sciences. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Felicity received 90 votes. Reopen nomination received 5 votes. In this election, 95 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 47.5 votes. I therefore declare Felicity Hellard duly elected School Representative, Clinical and Applied Sciences. I do know that Felicity isn't here, so we will be moving on. This is going to be a very full sofa, clearly.
It's just Jack then, is it?
I mean, yeah, just we wait. Okay, so next up, School Representative, Computing, Creative Technologies and Engineering. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Niall received 68 votes. Reopen nominations received 11 votes. In this election, 79 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round was 39.5 votes. I therefore declare Niall McCallion duly elected School Representative, Computing, Creative Technologies and Engineering. Guess what? Niall's not here either, so we will be moving on. Okay, so next up, School Representative, Cultural Studies and Humanities. How exciting. In this first round, votes were as follows. Richard received 47 votes. Reopen nominations received 4 votes. In this election, 51 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 25.5 votes. So I therefore declare Richard Barton duly elected School Representative, Cultural Studies and Humanities. Come up to the stage.
So carefully,
Milk it all you want.
living dangerously.
Hi. It's a very exciting time for cultural studies and humanities. Thank you.
It is indeed. Okie dokie. So, I'll now announce the results of the election for school representative, events, tourism, hospitality, and hospitality management. Goodness me. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Becky received 108 votes. Reopen nominations received 5 votes. In this election, 113 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round was 56.5 votes. I therefore declare Becky Rowlands duly elected school representative, events, tourism, and hospitality management. Over here. Are you here? No. Oh, how successful. Okay, well, moving on. I will now announce the result of the election for school representative, health and community studies. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Oliver received 51 votes. Reopen nominations received 0 votes. In this election, 51 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 25.5 votes. I therefore declare Oliver Tull duly elected school representative, health and community studies. I don't know why people aren't turning up. School representative is a very important role, if I do say so myself. Yeah. Okay, so now for the result of the election for the school representative, law. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Julius received 33 votes. Reopen nominations received 2 votes. So, in this election, 35 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round was 17.5 votes. I therefore declare Julius Langrier duly elected school representative, law. Are you here? Julie? Okay, it's not me, right? I don't smell. Okay, well, is this the last one? Yes. Okay, so now for the result of the election for school representative, social sciences. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Paddy received 72 votes. Megan received 87 votes. Reopen nominations received 5 votes. In this election, 164 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 82 votes. I therefore declare Megan Pritchard duly elected school representative, social sciences. Are you here? Would you like to come and make a speech? Come and add some body to this sofa. No? No? Okay, well, have fun with these two. Okay, well, have fun.
Thank you very much. Big round of applause for Lizzie! Okay. Oh, is it on? Have you tested it?
Is it on? Oh, it's on.
Oh, is it on? Is it on? Right, okay, so Jack, let's go to you first.
Cool.
Jack, how are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Very pleased about the win, you know.
Very pleased that you've won. Okay. Now, what did you actually do to campaign? How did you campaign to get those votes?
90 votes. So I kept my campaign very simple. I didn't want to go massively overboard and put people off. So it was mostly, we did a little bit of leafleting. There was a few posters up and a few lecture shout-outs was kind of the main way of going. And mostly just encouraging people on the days to make sure they're voting. Because once they're voting, hopefully they'd vote for me.
Fantastic. Well, it seems to have worked.
Oh, yes.
It has. Fantastic. So, so what do you see for the future then? What would you like to happen?
Well, my kind of vision for the business school all found on the fact that most of us here, in fact all of us here, we've paid quite a lot of money to be here. So I was really hoping that the next year we can just get the most out of it. And the ways to be doing that will be looking at running some kind of open discussion groups across all the business courses, just and not just about the business school as well, but about how business students are finding university life, and just so we can get the most out of the next year.
Excellent, very good. Well, give Jack a nice round of applause. Very good. And I must say as well, don't forget, guys, when people are up on this stage, could we please have a bit of respect so we can hear our lovely speakers here? So, thank you very much. And the mic is working. Thank you very much, Richard. Thank you. Now, how are you feeling?
Ecstatic.
Ecstatic. I can see that. You look very ecstatic. And big round of applause for that speech. I mean, that is the most wonderful speech. If it was the Oscars, you would have probably won the jet ski.
Better than Leonardo DiCaprio's, wasn't it?
Yeah. Did anybody watch the Oscars? So, a little plug. A friend of mine worked on that film, The Silent Child, that won an Oscar. Woo! And you won a jet ski if you had the shortest speech, which is why I said that to you just then. Okay, so what do you... So what, where's your jet ski? There's a very tiny one, photograph, on the computer. What plan have you got for the future then?
Free books.
Free books?
Free printing. No hidden fees.
Wow, very good. Big round of applause. Very, very good. Okay, now I think, have we got our next? No? I can't see. Okay, let's keep talking. Let's keep going.
Let's keep talking.
So, what did you do then for the campaign? What did you do?
I made one Facebook post.
You made a what Facebook post?
Just one.
Just one? Wow. Do you know you have
I know
so
a lot
much...
of people.
Do you
I know
know
a lot
some
of people.
You know a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Oh, very good.
56.
56. You know 56 people on Facebook, and then you just got them to share it?
No.
No. No.
I think it's just because I'm so inspiring.
It's just you're so inspiring. Do you know? Don't we think that Richard is inspiring?
Yes.
Let's have big round of applause. Very good. Okay,
Cheers.
so for anybody out there who's wondering how to get votes, just
One Facebook post.
Facebook vote.
Trust me.
Post.
Trust me,
Yeah?
it works. One Facebook post. Minimalist. Minimalist is what I call it.
And what did you put on the Facebook post?
Vote for me.
Wow.
Minimalism at its finest.
Minimalism. It works every time.
Every
It
single time.
well, I mean-
Have you ever tried it?
No.
Shortest speech, minimalist post, just one.
Oh,
Minimalism
I should have done
every
that
single
earlier.
time.
I was going on and on and on. But very good, well done. So you did your
Thanks.
so you did your Facebook post. That's very
Yeah.
good. And nobody shared it.
I did.
You did. So is that the
Only
only
once.
thing you did? So we've got lovely Jack here who did leafleting. He was running round. He had sweat coming off his brow.
I mean, I didn't try that hard.
Oh, you didn't try that hard.
I tried a bit, but you know.
And did you make the leaflets? Is that
Yeah, I printed them off.
you printed them off? Did you do your own artwork?
No.
No? Well, there we are. Very good, very good. So, so what would you like to see happen? So you want free books, you said?
Not free. I want the university to be able to provide the books for students because at the
Okay.
moment there's hundreds of different editions of books out there. People are buying different editions, they're all different prices. I want the university or the SU to be able to sell books to students for a reduced price to make sure people get a good deal on books in the same edition. It ensures availability across the board.
Very nice. What do we think to that, guys?
Woo!
Yes! Free books, sell those books, get cheaper books.
Books.
Books, marvellous.
Books.
Very good. And that wasn't on the Facebook post.
Books.
Very good. Okay, so are we ready for the next one? Fabulous. Okay, let's give our wonderful guys here a nice big round of applause. You may exit the stage. The stairs are just there. Thank you very much. Well done. Okay, so to announce the next set of results, I would like to invite to the stage the women's representative, Maddie Andrew!
Thank you very much. Good evening. I will now announce the result of the election for the Black, Asian and minority ethnic students representative. In the first round of votes, the votes were as follows. Sherry received 626 votes. Reopen nomination received 59 votes. In this election, 685 valid votes were cast. So the quota to win in the first round is 342.5 votes. I therefore declare Sherry Iqbal duly elected Black, Asian and minority ethnic student representative.
Sometimes I get a good feeling.
Like, wow. Thank you so much to everybody that helped me and voted for me. I just really appreciate it, and hopefully we can smash this year. And good luck to everybody else. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Well done, Sherry. I will now announce the result of the election for the women's representative. In the first round of votes, the votes were as follows. Sophie received 728 votes. Reopen nominations received 80 votes. In this election, 808 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 404 votes. I therefore declare Sophie Duncan duly elected Women's Representative.
Now thanks for asking. Ooh, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me. Nah, yeah. I am not your...
I need notes, otherwise I get really nervous and I can't speak. So thank you so much to everyone who voted, and thank you to the uni for giving students these leadership opportunities. As you probably, hopefully all know, today is International Women's Day, the theme of which this year is Press for Progress. And Press for Progress means standing up to inequality and taking action to eradicate it. It means pressuring governments, organisations and institutions to instill woman-friendly policies and adopt woman-friendly attitudes. This is our call to motivate and uplift each other, to speak out for women facing all kinds of inequalities and injustices, both in and outside of our university.
Come back! It was like mic drop. Brilliant. Come and have a sit down.
Well done, Sophie. I will now announce the result of the election for the LGBT+ students representative. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Jack received 612 votes. Reopen nominations received 72 votes. In this election, 684 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 342 votes. I therefore declare Jack Maycock duly elected LGBT students representative.
You, babe, and I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. And I could try to run, but it would be useless. You're the
So, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that voted for me, even though I was running on my own. And thank you to my best friend Brett, who I wouldn't be here without because he told me to put my name forward. So, yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. Well, let's give them a round of applause again. Wow. And, okay. So, well done, guys. Now, let's go to you first because you were a little bit shocked that you actually won.
Like, massively shocked. I did not expect that many votes at all.
Okay, and how do you feel now that you're sat here on this couch with these fabulous people?
I'm like so happy, and I was just too shocked to like speak up. Just thank you so much to every single person that went and got me votes, because like we need this position and we need to fight for like BAME students. It is so crucial at this day and age. It's disgusting that we have to do so. So hopefully we can fight and make this year amazing, and with these amazing people as well.
Brilliant. Yes, amazing. Lots of love from the audience. Brilliant. So how are you going to take that forward then? What plans have you got then for the future?
Yeah, so the kind of main thing that I would like to do is recruit BAME students as like an ambassador scheme and get these students on our university committees to make sure that their voices are heard at the right levels and that university makes these changes. We will fight the BAME attainment gap and ensure that I don't pay less than £9,000 to get my degree and I shouldn't get a low grade just because of unconscious bias and because I have a Muslim name. That should not be happening in 2018. Let's represent and get students at the top of this university. Thank you.
Absolutely. That was brilliant. Give her a round of applause. Amazing. You're welcome. Okay. So let's move on to you. So how did you campaign? What did you do? I mean, it is, guys, it's International Women's Day. Let's have a big round of applause. And what a fabulous speech you just did as well.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Okay. So, yeah, what did you do to campaign?
So it was mostly just social media, just everybody from Leeds Beckett. I was just trying to follow everybody, trying to spread the word, just let them know that I'm here and I'm running. And I wanted to win, wanted to be women's rep. I wanted to represent the women of Leeds Beckett.
So you did more than one post.
Oh, yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay. And for you as well. And what did you do for campaigning?
Mine was mainly social media as well.
Social
Just,
media.
yeah,
So
getting
social
everyone
media is
Beckett.
pretty good, isn't
Yeah,
it?
very good, yeah.
It works pretty well.
Well, yeah, I was pretty shocked.
Let's have a big cheer for social media. We're on it now, which is fabulous. So, what plans do you have then for the committee?
Well, my main one is fighting against HIV stigma within the LGBT community. Not only just for LGBT, but for everyone, making education for inclusive to everyone as well.
Very good. So educating people about it.
Yeah.
Very good. And what about yourself?
So for me, obviously, because women make up such a huge proportion of the university population, obviously I know that I can't have every woman because obviously nobody can. So for me, it's about learning what issues all the women of Leeds Beckett face and how I can represent them. I'm going to have a surgery in Headingley and City Campus once a week in each. So if anybody wants to come and speak to me, they can about any issues that they're facing that I may not understand. And then I'll keep them informed and updated about what I'm going to do just to ensure that I properly and appropriately deal with everybody's issues that I may not necessarily be able to relate to. So for me, it's just purely about representation and inclusivity.
Brilliant. So could you say that again? So where's this surgery going to be? Did everybody hear that okay?
So I'll try and hire out a room in Leeds Beckett, Headingley and City Campus once a week, an hour in each, and I'll keep using my social media, the Twitter and Instagram I made, to let people know where and when. It'll be the same, try and be the same place every week, so I'll be accessible.
Okay, very good. Now, is there anything that was happening before that you might carry on? Was there anything you liked about the union before?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously there's the Feminist Society, there's the Equal Society. I'll try and keep Feminist Society going, and maybe we can integrate with some of the other Equal network as well, things like that.
Lovely. Okay, and what about yourself?
Yeah, definitely the way that the union has pushed for intersectionality between all the societies and everybody in the community as well.
Lovely. I love the word intersectionality. It's brilliant, and it's so vitally important. And we do that in our committee, in our union as well. We make sure that everybody sits on the different seats and observes and to find out what everybody's doing and how they can help. And it also brings up a lot of ideas as well, which is great. And what about yourself?
Thank you. So our Vice President Equality and Diversity, Rose Sewell, has set up some amazing equality networks where students are able to come and tell us what they would like to see, and that's where we'll represent them forward. So to continue on those things and all the other subcommittees, the things that Ash does in societies, and Fish and Mike and Alex, etc., in Student Voice, all the amazing work that they do will carry on. Fingers crossed.
Brilliant. That's amazing. Are we ready? Oh, I think we're ready. I can see like a tiny face. That's all I can see. Brilliant. Okay, well, let's give our guys a nice big round of applause. Amazing stuff. Okay, so I need to find who we have next. Let's welcome to the stage. We've got Emma Kitson. Okay, so Emma is going to, she's going to announce the results of the mental health volunteering student with dependents and general representatives. Give her a nice round of applause.
Thank you. So I will now announce the result of the election for the mental health representative. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Brett received 680 votes. Reopened nominations received 56 votes. In this election, 736 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 368 votes. I therefore declare Brett Byatt duly elected mental health rep.
So, hello everyone. You might know me as the meme guy or the mental health representative, and I feel like this election has gotten a little bit repetitive, day in, day out, everyone trying to better things and benefit. You've got people in your face telling you how to vote, and I know how you feel, we're in the same boat. We've got some people electioneering, some pioneering the way we're campaigning, but I'm not complaining. These guys have put the work in. They deserve it, they earned it, they yearned for it. Whatever your reasons were for voting, for running a campaign or running election stalls and halls, thanks for going out of your way to make this happen. I'd be lost if you hadn't. I guess I'm just trying to say thanks for bothering to vote. At the end of the day, and finally, if you give me just one moment, I'd like to show you something. Free Ahed Tamimi and free Palestine.
I will now announce the result of the election for the volunteer and representative. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Nina received 650 votes. Reopened nominations received 45 votes. In this election, 695 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 347.5 votes. I therefore declare Nina Whitfield duly elected volunteer and representative. It doesn't look like she's here. I will now announce the result of the election for the Students with Dependents rep. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Jessica received 913 votes. Reopened nominations received 80 votes. In this election, 993 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 496.5 votes. I therefore declare Jessica Taylor duly elected Students with Dependents rep. I will now announce the result of the elections for the 3 general representatives. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Lewis received 198 votes. Bruno received 264 votes. And James received 308 votes. Reopened nominations received 40 votes. So in this election, 810 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win is 202.5 votes. James and Bruno received enough of the vote in the first round and were duly elected. After the transfer of votes, total votes received by each candidate were as follows. Lewis Appleton received 286.36 votes, and reopen nominations received 56.45 votes. Reopen nominations did not secure enough of the vote and are therefore eliminated, and I therefore declare Lewis Appleton, James Maudley and Bruno Mallet duly elected General Representatives.
Let's keep that applause going. Come on, guys. There we go.
Right, I'd like to thank everyone, the SU staff to start off with, running a fair and equal campaign. I'd also like to thank everyone sat in the far corner over there, who first off convinced me to run in the first place, but also I'd like to thank all the voters who voted for me, along with Bruno, along with Bruno and Tim, who both ran amazing campaigns. I'd also like to thank everyone who voted for me personally, because I feel this is a vote to show that we aren't just consumers, we are students. If we're going to be treated like consumers, we should have the same rights as them. Thank you.
Hey guys, thank you so much to anyone that has voted for me. Thank you so much. Cheers, thank you. Right, we need to improve democracy so much. I do appreciate the 13%. The 13% needs to be greatly improved. I appreciate all the support. We've got a lot of work to do. Thank you so much, and we'll fight the system. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Okay, give our guys a nice big round of applause as we welcome them to the sofa of dreams. Okay, so yeah, you take the mic,
Hello, how are we? Can you
Hello.
hear me?
And how are you feeling now that you're sat right now here on this sofa?
I'm pretty drunk.
Pretty drunk?
Yeah.
I must admit, I did wonder what you were doing when you were taking your shirt off. I could only see from the side, and I was like, oh, he's written it on his chest. But you hadn't.
No, I'm saving that for later.
Well, maybe
Sorry.
next time, why not?
Yeah.
So you're feeling pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Apart from... Well, that's why you're here, isn't it,
Well, I've
really?
got my Strongbow up
for
here.
the drink. Fabulous. A bit of Strongbow advertisement.
Big up Strongbow, thank you.
Yep. There are other beers available. So how are you feeling now that you've won?
Well, I run unopposed, so I sort of knew I was going to win. I know that's like a big ego thing, but I was pretty confident. Like, I know all my friends were going to vote, and I know everyone, all the campaigners hate Ron, so I knew I was all right just running by myself.
Brilliant. So you think if this was to happen again in the future, you would maybe get a beat behind it?
A beat? What do you mean by a beat?
When you did your spoken word.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's better when you just know the rhythm of the words rather than like a beat.
I thought it was very good.
I hope I did that all right. Like, I hope
And
you actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, and absolutely no pressure to anybody else who comes up and does
Odds
a speech.
on you do a poem.
Very good. So what are your plans? What's your plans for the union?
I have like a lot because I was already the mental health before, so I have like all my back catalogue of things I'm going to do. But mainly, like, I want to focus on students that like are suffering from mental health and they're not able to actually like turn up to uni. Like, especially we've got problems with like welfare, like academic advisors now. They're not allowed to deal with welfare. We've got things to do with fit to sit. Like, if you have anxiety and you have a panic attack, but you sit down in that exam and you have a panic attack 20 minutes through, you're fit to sit. That's not fair. Like, I think there should be something involved. And I would like to push for de-stress rooms and sensory rooms. Sensory rooms are a very big issue for people with autism. They need something like that in place, and there are a multitude of classrooms that are empty in our university, and I think they can be used for something beneficial towards students.
Very good. Very good. Okay, well, let's have the same question, because I'll come back.
So sort of as I went over in my speech, at the moment, due to government policy, students are treated as consumers. So we pay £9,000 a year, and we're basically treated as if you're going to Primark and buying a shirt. We're investing £40,000 into university and further education, and we aren't getting the same back. So if we were going to be treated as consumers, we should have the same rights as them. So why shouldn't we have a say on what we're studying? When you're picking a module, you should know what that module is, other than just introduction to blank or advanced blank or whatever it is. In addition to sort of societies themselves not having enough social involved with them. So I'm involved with Labour Party Society, and we don't do anything other than Labour Party stuff. We want to outreach to other societies. We want to go to the politics societies. We want to go to the law societies. We want to go to feminist societies. But other than knowing them personally, we can't get involved with them. And I don't know anyone who does sports, and I'm obviously God forbid, I'm a sporty person. I almost said that with a straight face. So I want it to be so societies are actually a social event, so have more rep mixers, have the ability, or have a network for people who run societies, and Brett runs Speak Up. It's some absolutely amazing. I'm going to plug you there, mate. I'm sorry. Eddie, I'm surprised you didn't mention it, to be honest. Oh, you plug yourself at opportunity. You should know this by now. But we need more integration between societies as a general rule.
Absolutely, yes. We do need more integration. Let's a round of applause for that. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And the same question for you?
Yeah, well, I was running to improve democracy. I was running to, I believe we need a student union that represents all of us and not just the privileged and the white. We need less white people holding microphones like I'm doing right now. We need a more democratic union that represents us all. We need a union that fights harder for us and a union that represents us and it gets more votes. And we need a union that is cool. Yeah, I'm not good at ending points. Anyway, I hope Eddie wins the presidency tonight, by the way. I really do.
No, that was a pretty good ending. That was a pretty good ending. Very good. Well, I think that's all we have time for. Is that correct? Yes, we've got a nodding of the head. So let's give our guys a nice big round of applause. Well done. Good work. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Very good. Very exciting stuff tonight, isn't it? Very exciting stuff for the future. Okay, so to announce the next set of results, I would like to invite the current postgraduate research representative, Candice Whitaker.
Thank you. Good evening. I would now like to announce the result of the election for Student Council Chair. In the first round, the votes were as follows. Claudia received 557 votes. Jack received 300, sorry, I said 5, didn't I? I'm going to start again. I've been sat in front of a computer all day. I do apologise. Okay, in the first round of votes, they were as follows. Claudia received 357 votes. Jack received 375 votes. Reopen nominations received 31 votes. In this election, 763 votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 381.5 votes. No candidate reached the quota in the first round. Reopen nominations did not secure enough of the vote and are therefore eliminated. After the transfer of votes, total votes received by each candidate were as follows. Claudia received 363 votes. Jack received 385 votes. The new quota for the second round was 374. I therefore declare Jack Ryan duly elected Student Council Chair. Would you like to come to the stage, Jack, and make your speech?
Don't you worry, child. She has got a plan for you.
All right, cheers for voting, guys. Appreciate it quite a lot. I'm not going to do any spoken word because it's not really my style. But we do owe all these students who have voted for us proper representation between every single one of you who gets elected tonight. So hopefully between us we can actually achieve that in a fair and effective manner. Yeah? Have a good night.
Very good. Give our winner a nice round of applause. You're on your own. You're on your own. So, yeah, grab the microphone. So, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. We cut it close a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
good.
very close.
Good. Keeping it cool. Good.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, very good. So, have you got any stories about how you campaigned? What did you do?
I started off with social media campaigning, and then on the Monday I decided I'd go and campaign around a few of the halls, and with a bit of a mix-up, I ended up getting kicked out of Marsden because I hadn't organised it properly, and then I got kicked off Facebook, so I could no longer continue my social media campaign.
You got kicked
Yeah.
off Facebook.
Yeah, they thought that my campaign was spam.
They thought your campaign was spam, which is why you should do what Richard did and do one post.
Richard did it wrong.
Well, you see, you won.
So did
you
I.
See, you won, and did Facebook think it was spam?
Fair game.
No, fair game, fair game. Yes, that's happened to me before, where they think it's spam and it's not spam. Now, so you went round the halls. What did you do round the halls?
I was just knocking on doors saying, have you voted in the student union election? And then it turned out that my name hadn't been put on the sheet, so I wasn't allowed in. I was technically trespassing.
So were people asleep at this time?
No, it was just that my name wasn't on the sheet that let me in the building.
Okay. Well, very good. I mean, let's give him a round of applause for effort. I mean, he went round the halls.
Cheers, guys.
Yes. So, what are your plans?
I want to make sure that everyone in here actually does the right job of representing the students who voted for him and shows up to the student union election or to the council meetings and such, and actually gets the job done in a fair way and tells the students what they're actually doing. Because a lot of students are in the dark. They have no idea what the student union's doing. So.
Very good, very good. So, as the chair, you're going to be the one in control.
I want a gavel and a wig. So
You're going to wear a wig?
I'm going to get a gavel so I can
Oh, you're going to have a whip?
Up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, not a whip, a gavel.
Oh, wow. Oh.
I mean, I've already got one of those, but still.
I thought you were going to wear a wig and have a whip then
I mean,
as a chair. Why not? I mean,
why not? Yeah, I mean.
He's the chair, so you can do what you like.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Very good. Well, is there anything else you would like to say?
Cheers for voting, guys. Sound?
Yeah? Give him a round of applause. Very good. Amazing stuff. Well, there's your chair. Give him another round of applause. That's a pretty big position. The chair. Very good. Okay, well, guys, just to let you know that we're going to have a short interval break. So get yourselves a drink, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you later on. Thank you.
you think you're ready, it's only just begun. You'll see, no writer's office petty. I could be the one you need. If you think you're ready, it's only just begun. You'll see, no writer's office petty. I could be the one you need.
Stage, your host for this evening is Amy Forrest. Oh, that were rubbish. Should we do that again? That was terrible. Right, let's start again. Okay, guys, give a nice big round of applause to the host this evening. It's Amy Forrest. Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now, could we have a raise of hands of who has done some tweeting? Oh, okay, guys, remember this is a live feed, so everybody now get your phones out, tweet, hashtag, share, do what Richard does, more than one post though. One post, but make sure you share. Fabulous. And the hashtags. Okay, so welcome back everyone, and we'll move on to the results for the 5 full-time exec team roles. There you see, you're going to tweet and hashtag those ones. Okay, so to announce the next 3 results, can we please welcome to the stage your current Vice President, Welfare and Community, Kellyanne Watson.
That light is so bright. Bloody hell. Hi everyone, you alright? Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Okay, so for VP Equality and Diversity, I will now announce the results. In the first round, the votes were as followed. Ahmed received 588 votes. Matt received 169 votes. Ro received 674 votes. Reopen nominations received 24 votes. Boo. In this election, 1,455 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win the first round was 727.5 votes. No candidate reached the quota in the first round. Reopen nominations and Matt did not secure enough of the votes and are therefore eliminated. After the transfer of votes, total votes received by each candidate were as follows. Ahmed received 640 votes. Ro received 751 votes. The new quota for the second round was 695.5. Therefore, I declare Rose Sewell duly elected Vice President, Welfare and Community. Please come up to the stage. Woo! Yeah, we're now going to have a chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, speech. I wondered what was happening then.
Hi everyone. So this time last year I was a complete mess and crying, so at least I'm not crying this time, so that's good. Okay, so I've written notes because I will forget everything. Thank you to everyone who voted and who believed in me and liked my policies. It's been amazing talking to students over the past few days. Also, special thank you to Jack, Aidan, Charlie and Jess. You guys have been amazing to campaign with. Thank you to Meg and Kellyanne. This year has been amazing. Best of luck with everything you do, and obviously, we're so close, so thank you. Also, Jordan, thanks for being there for me when I've been so stressed out over the past few days. Thank you to the staff at the SU, particularly for Student Voice. Thanks for all of the elections and putting up with us. And thank you to all the other candidates. It's so amazing that you all put yourselves forward, and you obviously all want to make students' lives better. So thank you very much. Thanks.
Okay, well, first of all, a big congratulations. Give her a nice round of applause. Amazing. So how are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Thank you.
You're feeling good. Okay, so what are your plans that you're going to do?
So the Culture Festival, as everyone probably knows, it's on the 17th of April. It's going to be amazing. If you still want to get involved, there is still time. There's going to be food, dance, talks, workshops, things like that. I'm also really excited about the BAME Ambassador Scheme. We desperately need Black, Asian and minority ethnic voices in the Students' Union and in the university. So I really want to give those students a platform. So yeah.
Brilliant. Big round of applause. Very good. Excellent. Very exciting times ahead. So, what were your best bits and your worst bits of campaigning?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Surprisingly, I really like lecture shout-outs. It was great talking to as many students as that all at one go. Getting in the middle of a beering for LB Snow. Thank you, LB Snow. That was really fun. Thank you for everyone who listened to me and listened to me rambling on about what I wanted to do for students' lives and actually voted. So yeah.
Brilliant, amazing stuff. So yeah, big round of applause. Yeah, I'm liking the whoops. And has there been any hashtags, any tweeting about this? Give us a whoop. Very good, very good, very good. Right, and so are there any policies that you're going to carry on in the future?
So working on the equality campaigns, so those have been doing really, really well this year, but I especially want to get engagement even higher, getting more students represented, working on equality campaigns, so yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Now, did you ever expect this to happen?
I mean, it's been stiff competition. I honestly was not sure. It could have gone anyway, really. It was great.
Very good, exciting. And so you're excited to work with your fellow colleagues as well?
Yes, whoever they may be. Yeah, so.
Well, I think we're going to find out, aren't we? So would you like to add anything?
Rose awesome and has been awesome to work with. And it was stiff competition, as it is with all the candidates tonight. And I'm also just as excited to find out who's coming up next, just as you guys are. I am extremely nervous, but Rose has done an awesome job. Is amazing at listening to our students and getting stuff done. So I'm extremely happy that they've been re-elected.
Amazing. Okay, give her a nice round of applause. Well done.
Very good.
There we go. Let's have a nice big round of applause as we get the next results. Exciting stuff.
So I now will announce the results of the election for Vice President activities. In the first round, the votes were as followed. RK received 278 votes. Laurie received 412 votes. Aidan received 785 votes. Reopen nominations received 24 votes. Boo. In the selection, 1,499 votes were valid and were cast, so the quota to win in the first round was 749.5. Therefore, I declare Aidan Thatcher duly elected as Vice President Activities. Please come up to the stage.
Blimmin' hell, it's bright up here, isn't it? Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone who voted. A massive well done to my opponents, Lowry and RK. You had me very nervous. Just sitting there, I was like, whoa. Like to say a massive thank you to Jack Harrison, Ro, Charlie and Jess, amazing guys that I've been campaigning with around the week. So thank you very much, helping me out. I'd like to say massive thank you to Freya, who's my girlfriend, who's been supporting me through this. Sat at home watching this, so well done. Got to give her a shout out. She made me. And then thank you to Ollie Gilding, mate, campaign manager, big lad. And then, just everyone, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Cheers.
Okay, you take the mic.
Yeah, thanks.
So, oh, wow. Amazing, you're quite flabbergasted.
Yeah, I am indeed, thanks.
Very good. Now, what did you do for your campaigning?
A lot,
I'm
really.
intrigued. Have you noticed? I like to know.
A lot. Social media, I've been running that riot. Did a little video, and then...
What was that?
Weeks of planning.
Weeks of planning.
I know. And then, just out on Monday morning, 8 a.m. Till Wednesday, 6 p.m. So it's just been nuts, manic. Had a little nap before this because I've been so tired. So.
Wow, and round of applause for that. I mean, that is hard work. That's really hard work.
Cheers.
Amazing stuff. So weeks of planning. So how did you plan everything? How did you plan your campaign?
To be honest, Kelly's lying a bit. It wasn't weeks, but I think it was just, good preparation. And just that really. I mean, yeah.
Did you envisage this happening?
I mean, it was anyone's game. The polling station turnout was massive this year, so that was literally anyone's game. So yeah, didn't know really. It was like mental.
Brilliant. So with your important position now, what are you going to do for the year?
Been given this pitch about for the last week, so I should be right. So my main 3 objectives. I want to work with the athletic unions, kind of create a cheaper and better sports package for students, as well as work with societies and the SU bars to put on insight nights and kind of make it a bit more of a lively and active area. And then lastly, I want to work with the volunteering department to kind of put on, little shout out there to volunteering to kind of increase and improve those opportunities for students. So.
Brilliant. Very good. Well, let's have a big round of applause. Wow. And so how do you think you're going to get on with everybody?
I mean, I've been in the position for this year. I've had an amazing time so far. Everyone's lovely at the SU. So, I'm not worried about getting on with everyone because I already do so.
Brilliant. Amazing. Give him a nice big round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. Cheers.
Very good.
Okay, so now to Welfare and Community. The best position within the SU. Okay, so I will now announce the results of the election for Vice President, Welfare and Community. In the first round, the votes were as followed. Jess received 531 votes. Lewis received 1,115. I'm sorry, Lewis. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my worst nightmare then. Kaya received 210 votes. I buggered up then, didn't I? Timothy received 342 votes. Pri received 333 votes. Z received 90 votes. Reopen nomination received 20 votes. In this election, 1,641 valid votes were cast. So the quota to win the first round was 820.5 votes. No candidate reached the quota in the first round. Reopen nominations and Z did not secure enough votes and are therefore eliminated. After the transfer of votes, total votes received by each candidate were as follows. Jess received 545 votes. Lewis received 123 votes. Kaya received 228 votes. Timothy received 354 votes. Pri received 353 votes. The new quota for the second round was 801.5. No candidate reached the quota in round 2. Kaya and Lewis did not secure enough of the votes and therefore are eliminated. After the transfer of votes, total votes received by each candidate were as follows. Jess received 624 votes. Timothy received 414 votes. Pri received 415 votes. The new quota for the third round was 726.5. No candidates reached this quota in round 3. Timothy did not secure enough of the votes and therefore is eliminated. After the transfer of votes, God, they're letting me go, aren't they? Total votes received by each candidate were as followed. Jess received 719 votes. Pri received 519 votes. The new quota for the fourth round was 619. Therefore, I declare Jess Carrier duly elected Vice President, Welfare and Community. Please come up to the stage.
We'll be singing, put your love on me, 'cause I won't let you down, I won't let you down. We'll be singing, put your love on me, feel it all around, feel it all around. We'll be singing, we'll be singing.
Oh, let's give her a nice big round of applause.
Oh God, this is probably going to make no sense. I'm really sorry. Thank you, first of all, to Jack, Ro, Aidan and Charlie for everything. It's been amazing. Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do anything without you. To my course mates, everyone from politics, IR, honestly, oh God, I don't even know what to say. And probably most importantly, to Georgia and Tamsin, my housemates, I wouldn't have got through any of uni without you, and honestly, and finally, because it's International Women's Day, honestly, it's so important that women are represented in positions like this and fight against people who think it's okay to use things that represent oppression, racism and sexism, and it's time we fight against this, and I promise I will do my best to do this for you. Thank you.
Oh, give her a nice big round of applause. Amazing stuff. There you go. So, I would say, deep breath. Ah, lovely. Okay, so I would say, how are you feeling? But I think
don't know.
You don't know.
Don't know. Amazing.
Amazing. And like you say, on International Women's Day as well. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Amazing stuff. Now, is everybody tweeting? Everybody hashtagging? Just checking.
Now.
There you go. Fabulous stuff. So you've been working very, very hard to get to this position, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And what did you do to campaign with? And notice you mentioned a few other names out there as well.
Basically, just going around every day from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night on Monday and Tuesday, 6 o'clock on Wednesday, basically just not going home, not giving up. And like I said, without Jack, Ro, Aiden and Charlie, it wouldn't have been possible. So thank you guys. I don't know what to
brilliant
say.
team effort. See? You get results.
Particularly for Charlie for putting up with me when we were going around halls. It was a very character building experience, let's call it that.
So what did you do in your campaigning? So you're going around halls, so what did you do?
Basically, I've got to credit Charlie with a lot of this. We went round, we knocked on doors, and we said, have you voted yet? And before people got the chance to say no, we were like, oh, great, well, this is my name and this is what I'm about, so you should probably vote.
Amazing stuff. Amazing. Well, that's how we get results, isn't it? Yes. Yes. So what's your plans then? What can you see happening for you for the future?
The main thing is basically mental health. It's a growing crisis. Council and NHS funding's been cut to critical levels where mental health's getting to the point where you can only get it on private care, and that should never be the situation, particularly for students who can't afford it. So universities, they've got a duty of care to protect the well-being of the students, and there's got to be something done about it, and it's at a point now where you can't ignore it.
Absolutely. And she's still crying. She's still crying. No, but that's fabulous. That's what you want. You want to have someone who's empathetic and can get things done, because that's what's really important about all of this, is that we're all out there to make a change. Isn't that right?
100%.
Yeah?
Can I just quickly, particularly to one person who I ran against, who's been absolutely amazing. Kaya, you are wonderful. I can't really see anything because my eyelashes are a little bit wet, so I can't really see anything. But Kaya, you are amazing. You've been such a support through this whole thing, and I'm so proud of you for everything you've run for. You've been amazing, and thank you so much.
Round of applause for Kaya. Amazing. So what were your worst bits about campaigning?
One particular thing is quite superficial. On the first day of campaigning at 9 o'clock on Monday morning, went up to a table and was like, hi guys, do you have a minute to talk about student elections? Told him my name. One guy picked up my flyer and went, you don't look like that. And I was like, if you were as stressed as I was, you don't have time to fake tan, dye your hair and put red lipstick on as well, so let me talk.
Well said, well said. And on that note, I think we should give you a nice round of applause. Congratulations. Amazing work, amazing. Okay, nice big round of applause. There you go. Thank you very much. This is exciting stuff. Very good.
No, I'm done.
Yeah. Thank you, a nice big round of applause. Okay, so to announce the final two results, will you please welcome to the stage your current SU president? It's Meg Robinson.
Okay, didn't fall over, so good start. Hi everyone. I will now announce the result for of the election for Vice President Education. In the first round, the votes are as follows. I'm just going to move this microphone a little. There we go. Kate received 449 votes. Will received 236 votes. Charlie received 525 votes. Nana received 198 votes. And Oliver, received 87 votes. And reopen nominations received 23 votes. In this election, 1,518 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 759 votes. No candidate reached the quota in the first round. Reopen nominations and Oliver did not secure enough of the vote and are therefore eliminated. After the transfer of votes, total votes received by each candidate were as follows. Kate received 469 votes. Will received 250 votes. Charlie received 546 votes. And Nana received 216 votes. The new quota for the second round was 740.5. No candidate reached the quota in round 2. Nana and Will, unfortunately, did not secure enough of the vote and are therefore eliminated. After the transfer of votes, total votes received by each candidate were as follows. Kate received 601 votes. And Charlie received 669 votes. The new quota for the third round was 635. I therefore duly declare Charlie Hine duly elected Vice President Education.
That was close. I don't really know what to say because I didn't really prepare anything, so I guess I'm just going to list off people to thank. Obviously, everyone I campaigned with, everyone that voted, Ben, Inish, Jack, Meg. I'm going to forget people if I do this, aren't I? The B3 boys watching at home, my mum, all my family. Have I said voters? Oh, I know what I wanted to say. Microsoft Excel, right? Because, no, listen. I could never win an election without a spreadsheet. Also, like, the thing when I started running for this, like, the one thing I really didn't expect was sort of all the messages of support that I got, especially, like, obviously some friends here, like, friends across the country, like, my friends in the Labour Party especially, like, just send it, I can hear Ines laughing. Just like, I really wasn't expecting that kind of like solidarity, and it really meant a lot, so thank you. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey.
So you didn't prepare a speech?
Well, no, like...
The best winners don't prepare. Oh, that's controversial.
Thing is, so like, when I ran for chair, I kind of did, and it was like really bad, and I was way too drunk. Like, way too drunk, and the interview especially was awful. So I just didn't want a repeat of that. So I think already this is a success, right?
It's a big success. Nice big round of applause. Brilliant. Amazing. So what are your plans then? What's your plans? Because you're going to be working with the other people as well.
Well, we're going to make sure that the university covers every single cost, right? Because we're paying £9,000 a year. Well, 9,250, whatever. Way too much to start with. But then we're paying like one of the books of my course is £120, right?
Yeah.
And it's absolutely ridiculous that this Tory government expects us to pay that just to do well in our degrees. Like, what's that about? Do you know what I mean?
Did somebody just say vote for the Tories?
I hope not.
Oh dear. I think the majority is Labour, am I right? Yes. Very good. So you're absolutely right. I mean, it is very ridiculous how expensive books are.
I also want to make sure there's absolute transparency on where our fees are going. And I know Meg's done a lot of work on this already, but really publishing like in a readable format where it's all
If
going.
you bring your microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Really bad mic technique.
So you can say that.
Say that
what you
again.
said, yeah.
Yeah, just make sure there's full transparency on where all our fees are going.
Okay. Yeah. We like that. We like to, yes, best policy. Yes. Communication is the best policy. And transparency about knowing where everything is and what's
Obviously,
going on.
like, education should be free, and education is a human right. But if we're going to pay £9,000, tell us where it's going, yeah?
Absolutely, absolutely. Education should be free. You're exactly. I'm very excited.
And not just for the
about
bourgeoisie. Sorry, I had to.
I am very, very excited about the future for you guys because I think some very exciting stuff is going to happen. And Jeremy Corbyn might even end up on this stage, who knows? That'd be nice. I have a poster of him in my house, flat. Do you? I've got a poster, yeah, on my notice board, yes. So, yeah, fabulous, Jeremy Corbyn. Could you be the next Jeremy Corbyn?
Couldn't pay me enough.
Wouldn't pay you enough.
No, but seriously, like, that first 6 months, like, I don't know anyone who could have survived that. Never mind, like, it's just amazing where we are now.
Yes, absolutely. So you're going to make sure that everything's transparent.
Absolutely.
And try and sort out the fact that we're paying over £100 for a book.
Yes.
Which is what I think Richard mentioned as well, didn't he?
Yeah,
Books.
exactly. We were all cheering.
Absolutely, very
books,
good.
But not just books, but also like printing and sports equipment as well. Like, let's not forget there's a wide variety of courses.
Very good. And also, what would you like to take forward with the policies that are already in place? Is there anything?
Well, I mean, like, obviously no more hidden fees is kind of part of the whole books thing. But aside from that, and I know this is kind of not really your question, but another thing I want to do is really start building trade union links with, because a lot of students, like, we're in a position now where a lot of students, to be able to afford to pay rent and to eat, like, we've got to work part-time. So I want to make sure that every student knows how to join a trade union so that when we do have to work part-time, you know, it's the best possible conditions.
Yes. I am a member of a trade union, and
Which one?
I speak equity.
Interesting.
And I speak at the LGBT conference every year.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so there
Wonderful.
we are. Brilliant, amazing. I think we should give you a nice big round of applause. Congratulations. Absolutely, give him a round of applause.
Congratulations, Charlie. If I can get it out of the envelope, I will announce it. Okay, I will now announce the result of the election for Students' Union President. And this hurts me deeply, I'll be honest. Because we're not saying me, of course. So in the first round of votes, the votes were as follows. Eddie received 773 votes. Jack received 826 votes. And Polly received 491 votes. And reopen nominations received 17 votes, but nobody cares about Ron. In this election, 2,107 valid votes were cast, so the quota to win in the first round is 1,053.5 votes. No candidate reached the quota in the first round. Reopen nominations and Polly, unfortunately, did not secure enough of the vote and are therefore eliminated. After the transfer of votes, total votes received by each candidate were as follows. Eddie received 917 votes, and Jack received 1,006 votes. The new quota for the second round was 961.5. I therefore declare Jack Harrison your new Student Union President.
Thank you to everyone that voted. I'd like to say a special thank you to Aidan, Charlie, Ro and Jess. You were amazing this week. Thank you to Kelly and Meg for an amazing year, and I hope to do next again next year. No. And then thank you to Thai Boxing and all sports teams that voted, and the societies as well. Thank you.
Oh my goodness me. Amazing stuff. Big round of applause. Amazing. Student Union President. Very good. So how are you feeling right now?
I was really nervous until I was really nervous 10 minutes ago because I wasn't really thinking about it all day, and it's just surreal.
It's surreal. How does it feel to have all that power?
Well, it's not really power, is it? It's more like the students' opinion, so just following what they want.
Great. What a great, brilliant, an amazing leader as well. Amazing. So what are your plans? What's your plans for the future?
So doing what the students want, I want to renovate the bars and gyms, get module information released earlier finally.
Oh, can everybody hear that okay?
I hope so. So I want to renovate the bars and gyms, get module information released earlier, and finally get lights in Beckett's Park that Kelly's been campaigning for 2.5 years. So that needs to finally happen.
That's going to happen indeed. Amazing stuff. So how on earth did you manage to get all of them votes?
Going round of Aidan, Charlie, Ro and Jess, you guys are amazing. I couldn't have done it without you. And full team, yes.
Amazing stuff, amazing. And do you have any advice that you can pass on now you've inherited the crown?
I'm so proud of you.
Isn't that wonderful?
Well, I already work with Jax. He's already Vice President of Education, and he does an amazing job. So I have no doubts that you'll be an amazing president. I might cry. I'm so proud of you. Well done. You deserve it. Congratulations.
Amazing. Congratulations indeed. Give him a nice big round of applause. Fabulous stuff. Okay, so... Oh. Don't leave. Come back. Okay, so can I ask the rest of the newly elected exec officer team to join us on the sofa and give her a nice big round of applause. Amazing stuff. Here they are. Let's have a nice big round of applause. Here we go, guys. Yes, come join on the on this sofa. Here we go. There we go. Shall we pass on to the end? Let's pass on to the end. It's just like, no, don't give it to me. Don't give it to. Oh, okay. Yeah, the leader can start. Okay, so how do you think you guys are going to get on?
Well, we've got on this week really well, so I hope so, that we'll get on really well throughout the year.
It'll be you that causes any problems. Very good, very good. Now, have you had any ideas about what you might like to do, how you're going to move forward after this? Oh, go on. Go on, Aidan.
Wait, could you
Can you repeat the question? Go on.
So what are you going to do? How are you going to move forward? How are you going to get things going?
Get things going. I'd say we've already been getting things going, but next year, I think, you know, we've been chatting to so many students already. I think if we carry that on, we want to use the students' voice. You know, we want to interpret that and go to the university with that. So I think that's how we're going to do it, really.
Good.
Chat to students.
So you're going to be the voice of the students, which is fabulous. Now, are you very excited about next year?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I can't express words how excited. This is like, you know, we've been having a massive week and we've enjoyed every minute of it, so well done.
Would you like to add something?
Come on, Charlie.
I don't really know what more I can add. Everything Aidan said was absolutely correct.
I can't add anything, but let me just...
No, this isn't really on topic. I just wanted to, because I forgot to do this when I was up on the podium.
Okay.
I just wanted to thank Student Voice again, because I know it's been a stressful week for everyone, but they've done an amazing job. Especially, like, messaging all the candidates to check we're okay, like, because it's for candidates, it's stressful and all of that. And it is important, and it's amazing. So that's all I can add, really.
Oh, very good. Let's pass down the mic. Yes. Would you like to add anything you're looking forward to with all of these lovely people?
I mean, it's been amazing that the full team got in and we all get on really well together, and I think we're all going to work together as well. Like, working together with these guys, the campaigning has been amazing. I know that we're going to engage with the students a lot next year, and it's going to be great.
Amazing. Yeah, a bit of a whoop there. Very good. Lovely. And would you like to add anything?
To bring it up again, I mean, one thing that we all talked about quite a lot was, again, the mental health thing. It's the most important issue at the minute. It's a growing demand, but the accessibility to it is coming so incredibly hard, and we're all passionate and committed to increasing the university's ability to offer this to students, because there's never been a time that it's been more crucial. And like I said, the university, it's now a duty of care, because if they don't do anything, they are putting the well-being, the safety and the lives of so many students at risk. So, yeah.
Incredible. Well, I think we've got some fabulous people. Would you like to add something? No? Yes? No?
Just running this week with these guys has brought us all really close together, and I think this year is just going to be a great year to go ahead with.
Yes, this year is going to be a great year. Give them a round of applause. Amazing work. So what an amazing team. I can see the excitement. You're so excited. Yes, of course you can.
The main thing that I'm really looking forward to next year is, so like a couple of weeks ago, Aidan and I went go-karting together, and he absolutely ran circles around me. So the thing I really want to do next year is beat Aidan at go-karting. And yeah, cheers.
So that's your plan for next year?
Yeah.
What a fantastic team. Give them a nice big round of applause to our fabulous winners. Thank you so much, guys. There we go. Thank you so much. Give them a nice big round of applause. Yes, very good. Round of applause. What an amazing team of people there. Fantastic. Well, once again, let's please welcome back onto the stage Meg. Where are you? Meg, welcome her back on stage. Give her a nice big round of applause. You can do better than that. Come on. There we go.
Hi again, everyone. So the SU have asked me to deliver a closing speech for the evening, and thank God they chose this evening as opposed to last year when I was acting president, because I kid you not, I spent every single hour after voting closed until the announcements crying. So they've chose a good year to get me to come up and thank everyone. So basically, this is the first election the first elections evening that I've attended where I haven't actually been running for anything, and that's where I want to start with what I was last year with the candidates. The passion that I've seen from these individuals is something I wish I could see from everyone in all walks of life.
And win or lose, everyone who was brave enough to stand in these elections should be so incredibly proud of themselves. And I mean that. I know firsthand the personal victories you can get from an election regardless of whether you win, and this week has been absolutely full of them. I've seen candidates struggle with their mental health, but still putting their best foot forward in campaigning despite this, but also knowing when they should stop and take a break, which I think is absolutely equally as important. I've seen candidates come in to physically campaign despite being absolutely knackered and full of cold, and I've seen some candidates come in really, really hungover. And if that isn't student activism, then I don't know what is. The fierce passion these candidates have is what's driven this election to be one of the most electric ones I've ever been a part of. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank every single one of you for your efforts this week. You guys have been awesome, and watching from the sidelines has been so exciting. Huge thanks to the campaign teams as well. It's been so nice to see the amazing support you guys have from your friends, and some of you even your families. I know somebody's dad is here tonight, and I know when someone was campaigning this week, their dad actually came to Leeds to help them campaign, which I think is incredible. So congratulations to all of you. Win or lose, there is something you can take away from this week, aside from a role on student council or on the executive team. To those that weren't successful, I know that it hurts. I know that you're feeling all sorts of emotions, but everything happens for a reason, and life has a funny way of showing that. But I promise you, everything will work out in the end. Without the candidates that stood in these elections, each and every one of you this week would not have been as fiery as it was, but equally, the elections would not have been possible if it wasn't for the amazing team we have at Leeds Beckett Students' Union. The leadership elections is where every department in the SU comes together to make sure our future leaders can stand on a platform and fight for what they believe in. So a huge thank you to the elections team and every member of the Students' Union who has taken part in this week in one way or another. From wearing a t-shirt to running a polling station, your efforts have not gone unappreciated. A huge thanks to Student Voice for the general running of the elections, the marketing and event staff for ensuring tonight was possible, and a shout out to the awesome student staff we have on hand this week helping us out. And a special mention to our Deputy Returning Officer, John Goodwin, who I promise has had the most stressful week of his life. But without you, John, the elections would have been even more chaotic than they already were. So a massive thank you to you and everyone else for their involvement. So we have the candidates, we have the elections, we have the election staff, but we would be nothing without you, the students. Thousands of you turned out this week to exercise your democratic right, and we're so glad you did because the leaders you have chosen are truly fantastic. But a huge thank you for everyone who took the time to listen to candidate after candidate, who read the manifestos, who chatted to us on polling stations, and thank you to everyone who voted. You've chosen your leaders for another year, but don't forget to hold them to account and go to them for support whenever you need it. Don't be a stranger. These people can't wait to work from you. Trust me, I know that one from experience. Tonight, your leaders have been chosen, but let's be real. I'm still president until July, so the party will continue tonight. So once this is all finished, please make your way to the SU bar where you lucky lot still have some complimentary beverages, which in layman's terms means free drinks. And I've heard a lot of whisperings this week about official after parties. I'm here to tell you that the official after party is actually at Space Nightclub at 11 o'clock, hosted by our sponsors, Voodoo Events. And finally, a huge thank you to those right here, right now. You have been a wonderful audience, and a huge thank you to those who have tuned in at home. So that's all from me. Let's continue the celebrations and let's party. Thank you and have a good night.
Oh, guys, give it up for Meg Robinson. As you heard, the party is going to continue in the bar and also at the Space Nightclub, I believe. Is that right? Fabulous. Okay, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Congratulations to our winners. Commiserations to our losers. But we're all winners. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Good night. Thank you.